Scientists say they've proven which movie is the biggest tearjerker of all time. They showed clips of films to people to see how often they turned on the waterworks. And here's their pick. The Champ, starring a young Ricky Schroeder.
Oh, look at his face. It's miserable.
It's like Silver Spoons, but serious. If you're not familiar with the 1979 film, it's basically about a dad who's a fighter who has to have one last big bout to raise money to keep custody of his kid. He wins the fight, but dies of injuries he suffered, and his boy watches the entire thing. I'm about to cry.
That's
just
a
reading
heartbreaker.
this. So what do you think? Is this the saddest movie ever? And what movie gets the tears flowing in your world?
I love that we're ending the show on the saddest movie ever, so we can all be depressed and start crying
as we head into the weekend.
Jeez.
What did you? Well, let's start at the table, then we'll get to your thoughts.
I picked Terms of Endearment with Deborah Winger and Shirley MacLaine. They play mother and daughter, and they have this contentious relationship, but there's such love there. And then, of course, Deborah Winger dies, and it's just so tragic. It's just sad.
I've never seen it.
Same.
Rent it. Rent it.
All right, who's next on the list?
I picked The Notebook. That's right. I forgot. I'm still thinking about how sad that movie is with Ricky Schroeder.
I know.
Well, The Notebook is so sad, but I love it. I keep watching it. I keep going back for more because it's such a great story, and then it doesn't get sad until the end, of course. Who's the main character? I forgot his name in real life.
Oh, James Garner.
James Garner, that's right. He is with his wife who has Alzheimer's, and he's reading her the story of their life so that she could remember who he is. And you don't realize that till the end. And then she momentarily remembers and then snaps right back, and they end up dying together.
Oh my gosh. I
All of
cry
these are so
every
sad. Tears in
I
eyes.
cry. I've seen
It's
that movie
so sad.
a million times.
I
I
know.
cry every time.
Alrighty, okay, so my movie, my pick was Beaches. Of course, Bette Midler. It started in Atlantic City. These two young girls
Barbara
become
Hershey.
the very best of friends, and you watch their journey into adulthood, into women. Bette Midler, of course, becomes a big star, her friend, a mommy, and ends up ultimately dying. Bette Midler ends up taking her daughter in as her own. So it touched my heart because it is truly a story about best friends and going through life's journeys and growing apart, then growing back together. So it was a definite tearjerker for me.
You know what really got to me? Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh my gosh.
Because,
What is wrong with you?
You know, when that red Ferrari goes off the edge here, I mean, that just really tore me into pieces.
You're
just
such a
watching,
dude.
just watching this here, I don't know if I can even look. It just, oh no, here it goes. Here, I can't do it. I mean, just kicking the bumper alone just breaks me, and then the thing goes off the edge, and it's like, how could they do that?
Did you cry though?
Oh,
Did you
I'm
cry?
about to cry right now.
To such a precious piece of metal. Gosh, that is heartbreaking.
I'm not big into sad movies. I'm a typical guy. You know, I don't want to sit there and cry. That's why I joke about this, because I don't really. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of sad movies.
You're too macho.
Get this off the screen, please. I
definitely.
can't handle it.
All right, well, here's what you guys are picking as your saddest movie ever.
Yeah, Sarah Elisen Hoffman says, the end of Bucket List gets me every time.
Joy Lushinger, a Tory, writes, The Notebook, too close to home.
Nicole Thomas, Boys Don't Cry made me weep uncontrollably. A movie has never done that to me before. It was such a great movie.
And Nathan King, Gigli, and From Justin to Kelly are the saddest movies ever made.
Those are so
they
sad.
shouldn't have been made. What waste of time and money. I feel sorry for the producers.
So you cried because you wasted your money. I hear
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
Such a sad testament to Hollywood is what it really is. Brittany Kuhn says, Titanic and Marley and Me.
Oh my God, I bawled my eyes out on Marley and Me.
Really?
Yeah, Ted Sandy agreed with that one. He also says The Perfect Storm, Terms of Endearment.
John Patterson picked Old Yeller.
Oh yeah, that is sad.
Jeanette Carey, My Sister's Keeper. We were talking about that one earlier, and that one is depressing too.
Socorro Martinez writes, My Girl makes me cry every time. That is actually a very sad movie.
It is.
Yeah.
Nadine Arney picks Brian's song.
Justin Morris writes, Bambi. Oh, because the mom dies.
I
Bambi's
couldn't
mom.
watch Bambi as a kid because, I saw the opening scene where Bambi's mom dies, and then I could never go back.
Well, just like Mufasa in
I cried when
Lion
Mufasa
King.
died.
Yeah,
You guys are a bunch of
that's tragic.
softies.
Seriously, I was bawling uncontrollably in the
cartoons.
theater when Mufasa died because poor Simba lost his dad. I just lost it. I did not regain my composure until Pumbaa and Timon came on.
Get her
I
some,
started singing.
get her some tissues over here. We need some backup.
my
They're
God.
drawn
Yeah,
with
we need
pencils,
that.
Amber.
If you have
Pencils.
nothing,
But the lion had lost his dad.
So if you know nothing about us, you know now we are a bunch of saps.
Except for Kirk. He's
Yeah,
not.
I'm so insensitive, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.